What's up, YouTube? BigSweetC here with you. Got a short, brief little video for you. I did get a chance to play the Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and I know it's a little bit later. I know it was kind of a little while ago, maybe a couple of weeks now, but I just wanted to make sure that I was actually able to show a little bit of footage before I got tagged for being a bad naughty boy and showing something I accidentally signed some NDA for that I wasn't paying attention. But I've seen a bunch of video up on it about the beta, so I'm pretty sure we're okay now. Quick shout out to our man Jonathan Klossel, Jay Klossel, better known as Sakamala La Leche over on the old Twitch arena. Thank you so much for donating the beta key that you had to the channel, so we were able to get a chance to play this. Because I actually did really enjoy it. Now, anybody who's followed the channel knows I'm not really a Ghost Recon guy. We have played Wildlands a few times on the channel, and I do really enjoy Wildlands a pretty decent amount, considering how little I actually play the Tom Clancy games. We have Rainbow Six Siege. I also don't get it. I don't really play that much. Not that that game I actually wish I would play more, but it's a little rough on the old PC, so I got to figure out the appropriate settings before I can jump on that guy again. But anyway, before I get off track, we did get a chance to play it. It does seem like a really cool game. It is an open world environment. You get set in this fictional island in the Pacific Ocean called Auroa. You take place as the Lieutenant Colonel Anthony Nomad Perryman. He's a former Special Forces operative sent to the island to investigate a series of disturbances. Basically, what you find out, you head to this island, and right before you get to the island, you actually get shot down by some random. It kind of seems like a mercenary army, only to find out that your good friend, played by the Punisher himself, and everybody's favorite, every fan favorites, John Berthal. He apparently kind of comes across in the beginning here as a possible traitor and backstabber. Kind of has a if you ever seen The Rock by Michael Bay. Not that he's a great director, but I mean Nick Cage, Sean Connery. Ed Harris. Oh man, what a great movie, The Rock. It's kind of got that feel to me, so I don't necessarily think that Bernthal's character comes across as like a traitor, but I do feel like maybe he's been slighted in some way, and he feels like those in charge need to be punished for their crimes. It is a tactical shooter, just like the previous game, Wildlands, we were just talking about. However, this one is a little bit different. It actually feels more like the Bureau, XCOM Declassified, if you remember that tactical strategy game. That, I guess you could actually call a tactical shooter as well. You are in a third person, but you look over one shoulder or another. And depending on how you move around, the game itself may or may not automatically look over certain shoulders. But it feels much slower paced in that sense, whereas Wildlands to me felt more like almost more like Fallout and Skyrim type third person, whereas this is definitely more tactical strategy than open world RPG, like Wildlands felt like to me. But that doesn't take away from any of the fun. I actually prefer this style to the previous Wildlands. I think it gives you a lot more control in terms of how you use the environment. When you can hide behind stuff, when you can kind of camouflage yourself into the background and stuff like that. I think it's a lot easier to do. Although, I mean, it's pretty easy in Skyrim or Fallout or even Wildlands to just hang out behind a tree, but I do like the feel of it a lot more. The story seems to be pretty good. Like I was saying, you are a story of betrayal. What I would actually like to see more. Now I'm probably going to get flagged for being a commie for saying this, but what I would have liked to have been is like an American corporation. Kind of like a Jurassic Park feel. American Corporation has bought this island to develop all these secret things, and it's come back to kind of bite them in the butt. And we needed like a like a Russian hero or maybe like an Iranian hero to come save the day. I feel like that. I feel like that's got to happen at some point. But I don't know. Everybody keeps buying these American hero games. I would like to see something different for once. We were talking about this, not to get too off track, but we were talking about this with like speaking of Fallout and stuff like that. Seeing it from like the Chinese side of things, you know, I would like to see that sometime and see obviously American companies. Who knows what it's going to be like, but I would like to see that at some point. Just some sort of different view, the different side of things. But the story is pretty fun. Nomad seems like a pretty cool guy, and like the weapons actually make it pretty interesting. You actually it actually seemed like it worked fairly well. So like when I was aiming, it was fairly accurate, even with like a silencer on, a muzzle of some sort, which usually really messes me up. But this one seemed to have pretty simple gameplay, but also very smooth and not like sticky for a beta. I was actually kind of surprised how well the game moved. Now, having said that, I haven't tried to get I didn't get a chance to do any of the multiplayer, so maybe multiplayer probably a little bit more buggy just because you have to deal with so much more stuff. But for the most part, the single player was actually really easy to jump into, and I didn't really run into any bugs at all. Nothing seemed to stick out to me, and definitely nothing that just was flat out broken. So the development system also seems pretty interesting. You have like a development tree. This one you have like subclasses, a lot like Destiny, only there's 4 of them instead of 3. And then in those subclasses, you can branch off into better abilities and whatnot. And that to me is really what I don't want to call this an RPG because it's not really an RPG, but developmental games, if you will. That's really what it's about to me, is character development. That's my big thing. You guys know that. That's why I love the Dark Souls series, because you can basically build whatever character you want. It's also why Final Fantasy is probably my favorite franchise, along with Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda is very RPG character development driven. You pick up skills as you go along to open up new areas, and then that's fantastic to me. We just got done playing. We just finished. If I can even speak here, we just finished Rise of the Tomb Raider. That's what that game is as well. You go along, you find new equipment, and you use that new equipment to open new worlds and new levels and tombs and whatnot. And this now, having said all this, it does come out on October 4th. For Windows, PlayStation, Xbox One, and then if you're a Google Stadia wannabe, it's going to be available for you guys in November of this year as well. If I do get it, I'll probably end up getting it on Windows. I am, however, probably not going to get it on its release date. I am not a huge Ghost Recon guy. I already have a couple of Tom Clancy games that we can play. One of which, Rainbow Six Siege, I was mentioning earlier, is really the one that I want to get more into. So we're going to try and jump into that guy before we get into this guy. But if I do find a really good deal on, say, Black Friday, or maybe for whatever reason, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate it brings it out, maybe we'll get it on that. But I don't know. We're definitely probably not going to get it on October 4th, though. Having said that, when I do get it, it will be on the Windows platform. I'm always going to pick PC. Going forward, I'm probably always going to pick PC over a console. You guys know Xbox is still my biggest fan base, so that's not going anywhere. But with this Game Pass Ultimate, it's just becoming easier and easier to play on PC now. So we'll have that as well. Either way, Jonathan Colossal, again, thank you so much for donating this to the channel so we got a chance to play. It was a fantastic game, and if you guys are Ghost Recon fans, this will be fine for you. I would buy this if I was a fan. I could see getting this on October 4th. because it does seem like a really fun game to play. I'm just not personally a Ghost Recon guy, and I know I wouldn't play it right when I bought it. So we've got a bunch of other stuff coming up that I kind of want to play first. So, but if you are a Tom Clancy guy, thumbs up, major thumbs up from the beta. Very successful, very fun, and I think it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful game when it does come out. Either way, let me know what you guys think. If you think I'm sleeping on this and you're like, no, this is going to be game of the year, you should jump into this. Let me know down in the comments, hit it up, and say so. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Again, thank you so much to Jonathan Claussel, Sakamala Leche over on Twitch Arena for the donation. Either way, that's going to do it for this one. BigSweetC, that's me, wishing YouTube, that's you, wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it might be. Long as you're watching, I'm wishing you a wonderful watching time. Sweetness, signing off. Peace.